Have you ever wondered if a single, simple act of kindness could change your life forever? What if sharing something as small as a dry biscuit could lead you to a kingdom? Today, we're going to dive into that very idea with the wonderful classic fairy tale of the Golden Goose. So the whole story really starts with this one powerful question. It's a choice, isn't it? Do you hold on tight to what you have, or do you open your hand and share, even when you don't have much to begin with? I want you to keep that question in mind as our tale unfolds. All right, so our story is all about three brothers. One by one, they're each sent into the forest to chop some wood, and each of them is about to face the exact same test, though they don't know it's a test. It's really a test of character, just disguised as a simple request for help. And here's where we see that choice play out so clearly. The two older brothers, they get sent off with the good stuff, fine cake and milk. But when they meet a hungry old man, they refuse to share even a crumb. But then there's the youngest brother, Billy. He has almost nothing, just a dry old biscuit and some plain water. And yet, he doesn't hesitate for a single second to share what little he has. This right here, this quote from the eldest brother, it just says it all, doesn't it? That fear of not having enough for yourself. Both he and the second brother, they put themselves first, and wouldn't you know it, both of them meet with some bad luck right after. It's almost like their selfishness leads them straight into trouble. So what about Billy? What happens to him? Well, his simple act of generosity, it doesn't go unnoticed. In fact, his kindness is about to be rewarded in the most incredible, most magical way you could possibly imagine. The old man, so pleased with Billy's kind heart, lets him in on a secret. He tells him, go cut down that specific tree over there. And when Billy does, hidden right inside the trunk, he finds it. A goose with feathers made of pure, shining gold. What an amazing reward for just sharing a simple meal. And then, poof, just as mysteriously as he appeared, the old man is gone. So Billy's carrying his incredible new prize, heading for home, but as night falls, he realizes he's a bit lost. He finds an inn to stay the night, and it just so happens that the innkeeper has 3 daughters, and they are very curious about this spectacular golden goose. And this, my friends, is where the story gets really, really funny. The daughters' curiosity, well, it gets the better of them, and it kicks off this chain reaction that creates the strangest, silliest parade you can possibly picture. You see, the magic here is delightfully sticky. The eldest sister, she thinks, I just want one little golden feather. But the second she touches the goose, whoops, she's stuck tight. Her sisters see her and rush in to help, but with each touch, they get stuck right along with her, one after the other. So the next morning, Billy heads out, completely unaware that he's got 3 new travel buddies trailing behind him. A local parson sees this bizarre sight and tries to pull the girls away, and zap! He gets stuck himself. Then his wife tries to free him, and now she's stuck. Finally, 2 farmers run up to help the whole group, and you guessed it, they get stuck too. The whole thing just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Which brings our grand total to 7. That's right, 7 people, all stuck together in one long, wiggling, stumbling line being led through the countryside by a boy and his magical golden goose. Can you even picture it? Now, as fate would have it, this totally strange procession is heading straight towards the king's palace. And inside that palace, there's a very serious problem that absolutely no one has been able to solve. You see, the king's daughter, the princess, is just overcome with this deep, deep sadness. Nothing and no one can make her even crack a smile, let alone laugh. The king is so desperate to see her happy again, he's made a royal promise. Whoever can make his daughter laugh can marry her. But so far, every single person who has tried has failed. Well, on this particular day, the princess just happens to be looking out her window, and what does she see down below? She sees Billy walking along calmly with his golden goose, followed by this chain of 7 people all tumbling and staggering and tripping over each other, completely unable to let go. The sight is just so ridiculous, so completely absurd, that a tiny little smile touches her lips. And that smile turns into a giggle, and that giggle turns into a full-blown, joyous laugh. She starts laughing so hard that tears are just streaming down her cheeks. The spell of sadness is finally broken. Well, the king is overjoyed. He can't believe it, and being a man of his word, he knows exactly what has to happen next. The whole story is about to come full circle, tying this moment of pure happiness all the way back to that first simple choice Billy made in the forest. So the king keeps his promise, and right at that moment, the golden goose jumps from Billy's arms, the magic breaks, and the entire parade of people just topples over in a big, jumbled heap. And so, Billy marries the princess, and they live a long and happy life together, full of laughter. A truly perfect fairy tale ending. And that's really the heart of it all, isn't it? The true treasure was never the goose made of gold. The real gold was Billy's kindness. That one simple choice to share what he had set off a chain of events that brought laughter to a sad princess, love to a kind boy, and a lifetime of happiness. It's just a beautiful reminder that sometimes the smallest acts of generosity can create the greatest rewards of all.